The IBC Big Screen Experience is a conference program that examines salient topics of the art, science and business of the motion picture industry, from content creation to exhibition and from the big screen to the small. We are very privileged to hold the conference in the RAI Auditorium, situated in the heart of the RAI complex in Amsterdam. IBC's very own big screen is made possible with thanks to our long-term supporters Christie, Dolby, Real D, Harkner Screens and QSC. Many of whose engineers, together with a team of IBC engineers, create a state-of-the-art cinema projection and sound installation that enables much of the future of cinema to be examined, debated, but also demonstrated throughout the 4-day conference. This year is very special. We are delighted to be adding Dolby Vision, the high dynamic range projection, for the first time to the existing Dolby Atmos immersive audio setup that we've enjoyed for the last few years. In addition to the rich conference program, we will of course be looking to show off this system during our legendary Saturday night and Monday night movie screenings, with of course special thanks to our long-term studio supporters. By the industry, for the industry, I have the great privilege to be chairing a first-class committee of industry specialists from LA to Singapore, who I've selected for their in-depth knowledge and often direct involvement in the types of innovation that are transforming both the language of cinema and the business of cinema. Cinema has just completed its transition from film to digital. It's a very exciting time. The industry is starting to examine the technologies that promise to transform the experiences as well as the business concepts themselves. Much of this new innovation can be described as digital cinema 2.0. Immersive imaging, immersive audio, high frame rates, high dynamic range and wide colour gamut are all being offered, and we'll be digging deep into these topics, into these developments, and asking ultimately what all this means for the storytelling power of cinema, and of course what it also means for the return on investment. The digitalisation of cinema is not just about picture and sound. Big data, sophisticated analysis and collaborative system integration are all for the first time beginning to offer better ways for us to connect with the movie-going audience on their total entertainment journey. The cinema marketeer is very much now a digital marketeer. Other highlights of the programme include an examination of how the art and science of motion capture is advancing now towards the continuous control of facial performance of actual live action footage. We'll also be asking and seeing if the technology behind light field cameras isn't actually indistinguishable from magic. We will of course be hosting an update on laser projection and the open standards work for immersive audio, plus our popular feature is the European Digital Cinema Forum Global Update. This is a quick-fire set of presentations across a wide range of hot topics from the world's leading experts in those areas. There will also be an examination of the art and technology of virtual reality storytelling. And keeping it virtual, we are absolutely delighted to be presenting virtual sets and virtual production on Saturday afternoon, which will be a masterclass in describing the production of The Walk with special effects supervisor Kevin Bailey and commentary from none other than director Robert Zemeckis. And if one director isn't already enough for you, I've been keeping the best news to last. I am absolutely delighted to be announcing that our IBC Big Screen Experience keynote speaker for 2016 is none other than multi-award winning director Mr. Ang Lee. Mr. Lee will be here in person at the IBC Big Screen to present his creative artistry and transformational vision of cinema. For over 2 decades, Mr. Lee has shown true mastery in utilising cutting-edge science and cinematographic techniques towards his creation of some of the most wonderful and finest works of cinematic art, and we could wish for no more fitting keynote presenter than Mr. Ang Lee himself. The Big Screen Experience is free to attend for all registered IBC visitors and runs from Friday the 9th of September through to the evening of Monday the 12th. More details of the conference programme can be found at ibc.org/conference, as well as the impressive list of speakers. I very much look forward to welcoming you at this unmissable event.